Mm. So, what is new development going on in American politics? Because I was listening many analysts. They believe that this is the ceasefire which is going on between Iran and United States of America. It will linger on, and that would have a toll on President Trump as far as his politics is concerned.
So I think when we're looking at the perspective of the war here, the main thing that Americans are concerned about is the rising cost. That
Mm,
is number one. We're seeing it being pulled in the midterm elections as well. Rising costs is number one. We went through a major 4-year period where we saw a lot of inflation during the Biden administration. The last thing Americans want to see is that to come back.
mm,
So this is something that President Trump is going to have to deal with sometime before midterms. I would
mm,
like to think that there's some kind of a structure that our Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who I believe is a brilliant man, I believe he's going to come up with some kind of policy to help President Trump kind of dig himself out of this economic issue. Policy wise, we're always going to be divided, and until
mm.
until we get a true moderate president in there that's going to cater to both sides, which I'm not real sure we've had that maybe since Kennedy. Uh, to where they can bridge that gap between left and right, because right now the left and right is so as far apart as they ever have been. So certain policies, there's not going to be any wiggle room there. So we're seeing those typical policies come into play. But as far as the war, I think you could probably get about 90% of Americans don't want to be at a war right now.
Mm.
We don't want this war to happen. However it is, so some of the party is going to support our troops overseas, and some of our people here are going to say absolutely not, bring them all home. So it just depends on what your party line is here as far as that goes. But generally, the economics of things, that is the number one priority here. Everybody's feeling the pinch of the war. Our gas prices are rising. We still haven't hit Joe Biden's highest price of 5.15 a gallon. I think we're at 4.44 on average across the board here. So we're getting there.
Mm.
We're getting close, and I think we're starting to sweat that here in everyone's bank accounts.
Mm. One very striking development is that Nick Stewart, who is, I think, he's heading the APEC lobby in United States of America. President Trump has added him in the team of negotiation with Iran. I mean, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and now Nick Stewart. Do you see any impact of his inclusion in that team because he is strongly pro-Israel? Uh, would it dent the process of negotiation?
I think it just depends on the angle that they use with him. If they allow him to come in and dominate the negotiations, I think that would be a miscalculation on Trump's part. However, if they use him as a kind of a middleman to Israel, I think that would be okay because, as we know, Iran has vested interest in Lebanon, and Israel is continuing to bomb Lebanon right now. So to have that middle ground between the U.S. and Israel is going to be helpful, but to allow him to come in and dominate negotiations, I'm not real sure that all of America would be in favor of having him be the mouthpiece of America. So I think that they're going to probably tread very lightly when utilizing him. If there's a reason why they're bringing him in, there's some kind of strategy behind it. I'm not real sure what it is.
Mm.
Personally, I probably wouldn't use him, but there's something in play there that he's that's going to be beneficial having him there.